To all of those actually named Chad, Stacy, or Karen, how does it make you feel knowing that your names are used as insults? I got called a Chad the other day by a coworker and it honestly made my day. Thanks for noticing the gains, bro. I guess I was just thirsty for anything resembling a compliment. I once got called a Chad by a pale guy with long hair who wore a fedora. It's very weird and disturbing while also being an unintended compliment. Hi, my name's Kyle. I used to binge Monster cans, and while I never punched drywall, I did get angry enough to punch a concrete wall very hard. This is my story. My name is Kyle and everyone thinks I drink Monsters 24/7 and do dumbass shit all day. I'm Karen. I think the memes are hilarious and sometimes, very accurate. I never asked to speak to the manager because I am a manager, and I believe strongly in retail karma. Side note, I used to date a guy named Chad, who was actually cheating on his GF bunny with me. He was a real Chad. Not great, but at least I'm not Kevin. So I've got that going for me, which is nice. I'm Karen as well. I don't relate to the Karen memes at all as I am of Asian descent and super shy and introverted. I find the memes hilarious though. The only thing that sucks is I feel like I'm not allowed to complain about anything. However, I guess I am so Karen that a server at a restaurant forgot an appetizer we ordered. We told him it was fine, and he reported himself to his manager. Everything was fine. I told him not to worry about it and it was okay. Manager comes to our table to apologize and I anxiously had to tell her we were good and nothing was wrong. We got free dessert though. Stacy doesn't necessarily get insults. She just has to live with the knowledge that her mom is hotter than her. I nearly named my little girl Alana and we even wanted to nickname her Lana. Until she was born and the nurse's name was actually Lana and she says I know I shouldn't do this, but you should know my entire life people have been saying my name backwards as a joke. My junior high and high school years were not fun, so yeah, we very quickly changed our minds so our little girl wasn't being called anal her entire life. A friend of mine is both super buff and very nerdy, so we just call him a churd. My friend is a Chad but it doesn't bother him. He was a total anime nerd back in HS and has 2 kids with his adorable wife and they are walking Mormon stereotypes. My lady friend is a middle-aged white woman named Karen. It amuses her greatly. She frequently threatens to ask to speak to Life's manager. When I introduce myself, I still can't say my name is Jeff. I have to say hello, I'm Jeff or just I'm Jeff. 22 Jump Street ruined my life. There was that video that was insanely popular for a while. With the voiceover for animals that were doing random stuff. The birds that yelled out Alan, 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 over and over became an everyday occurrence for me for years. Dad is named Chad, Mom is named Karen, and little sister is named Stacy. My family is painfully aware of their names being used on the internet to the point where we try to see who can find the best insult bonus points if you use it in an appropriate setting. Chad here. Never played lacrosse. I'd never be accused of going to the gym on face value alone. My hygiene is quite good, shower every day. I'm also a stand-up comedian, and the worst part is other comics using your name as a punchline when you're following them, but I get by. My mom's name is Karen and a stereotype has never fit a person more. Perhaps worse, when my daughter was in middle school, she had a lovely classmate named Isis. No idea what became of her, but she really was a wonderful kid. One of my best friend's names is Aaron. Ever since Key and Peele we have called him Aaron. I had 2 friends who both have suburban white moms named Karen. Karen 1 drinks wine and Karen 2 posts Facebook memes. My mom's name is Karen and she is the sweetest lady on earth and I cannot recall a single time she has ever asked for a manager. It makes me a little salty. Same. My mom Karen might be the most non-confrontational person in human history. And the only time she took the kids was to take us to the park, swimming pool, shopping. Not a Chad, Stacy, or Karen. But I am a Kenny, so 90% of the time when people hear my name they have to make the joke, oh my god, they killed Kenny. It's died down a lot since the show's focus has shifted from killing Kenny all the time. I haven't heard it too often in public, but when I'm playing a video game of some sort, everyone thinks they're hilarious when they say it to me. My old babysitter is named Becky. She was a mega bitch. I find it funny. F all of you, my last name is Rambo, and I was in high school when those goddamn movies came out. I can honestly say my mom most certainly doesn't got it going on. I'm neither popular, hot or a cheerleader. I'm probably closer to being a Karen. Source, named Stacy. Black dudes named Tyrone have been dealing with this for years. Once knew a white guy, like whitest guy you can imagine, named Tyrone Michael Jackson. As a Kyle, I feel vastly underrepresented. I'm a Chad. I find the douche stereotypes funny and people remind me of it a lot. I find the incel association of my name disturbing though. But originally Chad is the perfect male with excessive big dick energy. Douchebags are brads. Got lost in translation when the memes escapes 4chan. My dad's name is Chad and he couldn't care less. Never thought my most upvoted comment would be about a Chad that's my dad. It was weird at first to see my name everywhere, but now, well, I'm a white, middle-aged, upper-middle-class suburban mom named Karen, so stereotypes exist for a reason, I guess. I'm a Karen. I'm also Asian so I don't immediately fit the stereotype for the jokes to come. Still get a lot of gosh Karen, you're so stupid. And jokes hopefully about me being a bitch. I think I am nice. Frown in Vietnamese, Karen means smelly/stanky, like how pee smells. I am Vietnamese. Guess what my relatives called me growing up? D.